Right. There he is. Nikolai is on our ass. Sort of debating should I try to fight him or not. I think I should try to evade him as long as possible. If the evasion comes at a cost of not getting one of the items that we need to get, then that's then there's a fight we're going to basically have to have. It's gonna take a long time to be able to purchase all these. Even if I sell everything, it's still going to take a long time. Right. Hello. Item piece number 3. Right, the important item pieces seem to be next to the road. Which means we probably should just follow the road and try to get them before Alexander gets to us. Manage to do that, we can do Homm portal, get the Phoenix, get reinforcements for the army, and then fight him. The last mission of the scenario, and our guy already has massive amount of attribute boost, so I don't care too much about that. Is Alexander coming at us directly, or is he just exploring randomly? That's the big question. He doesn't seem to be burning directly at us. Missing one more. Follow the road, hopefully we'll just stumble upon it. You can come for the extra loot items afterwards. Well, if we feel like it. I'm also stopping buying the necromancer unit, because if we find the fourth item quickly, we will basically have to go for the next item. I mean, reinforcing the main army. That's gonna cost a lot of gold. Multiple enemy heroes, a bit of a problem. Need to check what type of armies they're carrying. They're just as bad, if not worse, than the main army. Mission completed. Into the town portal next turn. Right, this changes things. We might want to go out with the other hero at the same time as with the primary hero, just so we can have a hero that can weaken the enemy before the main hero has to fight. They seem to be coming after my hero, sort of. No? Guess I moved far enough away from there. The great thing about this is that I know exactly where our target is at the moment, while we get the last item. So if we act quickly enough, we can probably put an end to things. Not sure what I should do. Doesn't particularly matter. Every penny counts at this point.
I found 4 relics, as the druids insisted. Now, the end begins.
Hopefully so. To artifact to see her. You'll probably teleport there. And see her. Only a couple turns. Any way to speed things up? Don't think so. I'll have to wait until the week changes. just so we can get the most out of it. We need a massive army of some time, no matter where, no matter what. Preferably an overwhelming force against the enemy, especially if we have to replace one stack of units with a phoenix. It looks like we probably have the time for it though. Yeah, he's throwing heroes at us. But he's not really charging at us, he's just securing the mining sites I took away from him. We don't have to... We only need Vinden to stay alive. We don't need to protect the cities or anything. I can pretty much stack everything on his shoulders all the true. No particular downside to that. So the need to really defend with any kind of significant force disappears. Doesn't mean it's a good idea to just stop defending entirely though. We also don't know how difficult the fight actually is, because Alexander could be incredibly high attribute, very powerful every spell type of opponent, or he could be a piece of crap with a massive army. I think this waiting for extra troops does favor me in the end. The main thing is he has multiple heroes that all have massive armies, so he's basically splitting all the troops in multiple parts while I'm concentrating it into a single point. There's a problem. We don't actually have free room in this army, so I wonder how the game handles it. There's enough units in each of these stacks. I'm not exactly eager to just throw them away either. What's not really all that impressive? It has to be either the war dancers or the sprites. I sort of do handle something better. He handles war dancers better, so maybe we should switch these around.
Cruel necessity requires Nikolai's death. Alas, I am ready.
Destroy Nikolai the vampire. 5. That's not that many. But their existence is, I think, required. Maybe, right, because he's a hero anyway, they can't attack him. Now, massing the final army. We don't particularly need those guys. You might think this maybe isn't exactly necessary, considering how large the force already is. We don't really know what we're getting into. Might not be all that easy to actually get to Nikolai then. Might want to evade us, and he probably moves more than I do, so might be a bit more complicated than that. Will take a couple of days to get the troops here. We'll also sell everything we got so we can get as many troops as possible. Which means the defensive force that we leave has to be the undead force. It might work well for us, it might not. 'There's no way we can buy all the troops. He is somewhat selective. Dragons are good. Range units are good. Anything that can attack the enemy quickly is good. Right. Got all the important stuff. Hundred ancient triads. And we do not want the ballista. What items? The equipment set isn't great, but it is what it is. We do need to get this defensive force together fairly quickly. I want the enemy at least have to go through this. Okay. We more or less have 10,000 to spend every day. That's not a lot. Last time I saw the guy, he was doing a teleportation, a town portal very likely. So the nearest place would have been probably here. Alternatively, somewhere here. It's hard to know. I'm going to head toward this city. I'm going to take it over, kill everything in it. Don't particularly care if Alexander is there or not. I want to kill every hero I encounter, take over every city I encounter. I don't care about the troops and the resources they provide, so if we lose them, that's fine. But I want to sort of reduce the places where he could possibly go or retreat to. I mean, if he can teleport at any moment, it's gonna be sort of tough to go after him. So the game can end very quickly at this point, but it could still drag on for a long time depending on where exactly we need to go. He doesn't want to fight. I don't want to chase him either. That's why I'm going after the cities. The places where they can run off to will get reduced. Yeah, so he's here. How the hell does he get here? That's the mystery. About a couple of weeks we might have all the troops bought. The army here is still gonna be massively weaker than the armies coming at us. So this is more or less a weakening army. It will not win any serious fights. We'll try to collect as many resources and attribute bones as we can though. It was this. I think it throws you here. I'll buy a secondary hero from that location. Can send him to help with the exploration. First time that we saw the target, he came from somewhere around here. The reason I'm not going there is because I know they have a city at the lower corner. So at the very least, it'll hurt him. He might get interested enough to come explore. If not, then, well, he's gonna be a little bit weaker and we have a place to hire additional heroes. I just want a pathway to this area. That's clearly where his main forces are located. That's where he teleports when he escaped. Undead force will end up having around half the units an enemy army will have. Hero level is probably the same. So it's something they can't really ignore, but it's also something that we can't win with. suppose we are in a happy situation in the sense that the army we have is even so much more powerful than their usual individual armies that they can't ignore it either. They have to constantly send someone to try to at least keep an eye on it. My guess is the key to our success here is that we need to keep moving forward with the attacking army constantly. Makes it harder for him to try to make offensive actions in our core areas. Although I don't think it'll matter too much, he's going to come at us anyway. He more or less has to. Still, that's one place less he can retreat to. This is a piece of shit city. Not even a city, really. Right. These phoenixes are pitiful compared to the one you summon yourself. You're even a half-decent caster. They're very fast, even these. They're just very weak. You can easily get more than 1,000 hit points and a massive amount of damage the one you summon. But I think speed and initiative is probably the same. Yeah, this is barely a town. Still fairly well upgraded. We can get more money. Yeah, we'll just more or less buy a hero and move on. Wait, why can't we buy it? Because we're piss poor. Ah, classic. Sure, I should be fighting these. Fight will just take forever, and I have really nothing to gain from taking these resources. Yeah, I'm just gonna lose the little army I have if I keep fighting these. Yeah, these are not worth it. We might be able to lure the enemy leader to come at us if we take a few few sites though. I can't say it's wasted effort. We will lure some heroes at least. But I need to explore areas I haven't been in before. I'll take resources with this hero, that way we don't have to waste time fighting. Not sure if I should go this in the same direction he's going. We'll cover more ground if I go in different places. But if he encounters any kind of trouble at all, he's pretty much worthless immediately. They're sort of coming from that corner. We want to go there. The teleportation portal here leads us probably fairly close. But it could be something totally irrelevant, like this is where you have to dig up the grail item. And we'll get another week's worth of troops soon. I don't think these are gonna matter. We're just sort of crossing fingers, hoping they happen to head south instead of exploring the more vital areas to me. Buy items from this location. I think we have one item slot free. Fuck it. But I don't have enough funds to buy anything interesting really. I'll try to get us a little bit of extra cash and resources by exploring. At least one of their heroes underground will come to the core areas. One will head down to take that city. That would be my guess. One of them is a piece of shit hero. Well, one is probably what we want with a massive army. Another reason why I sort of want to take their mines is that this will likely draw their heroes toward my main battle hero. So it'll pay off in the end. We'll take our other areas. We're finally getting close to the point where I can actually send a hero to cause them a little bit of grief. More or less we'll probably play some kind of ping pong with the mines. I don't think I want to necessarily take mines close to the entrance to my own areas, but somewhere else. Keep the action away from the main areas basically. Ooh, that's game over, man. That is game over. That's their main hero. It's a normal fight. Wait, why can't I actually go through this? Shit. Hello, friend. No going back from this. We have to assume he is very, very good. We also can't really lose the phoenixes, probably. Uh, 3,000 skeleton archers died there. He's amazingly good spellcaster. Okay combat-wise. I think we want to try to end this as quickly as possible with physical combat. That'll favor me. (1,697 specters). That's bullshit. Well, bullshit, man. "19 dragons." Ugh. We knew this wasn't gonna be easy. Thousand zombies died there. Why the hell can't you cancel that? Oh, for fuck's sake, cancel the attack. Vampires and the specters are the only real enemies at this point. We can probably resurrect things, now that I think about it. So we might want to start spreading the casualties around. You can only resurrect a single stack at once. No, that's damage, okay. Interesting choice. Destroy as much of his force as possible, war machines included. Don't need to resurrect the phoenixes, they'll resurrect automatically. We're just gonna go for straightforward buffs. Again, the mission likely ends the moment we wrap things up here. Nice little fight. Nikolai's dead, victory is ours. About 30 emerald dragons and 700 sprites paid the price. Still, there's probably around, what, 8,000 units they had? Probably more. Recruitment or imbue arrow. Recruitment, I guess. I mean, I can have theoretical use, the imbue arrow not so much. It's because I'm simply in a much better position just casting a buff spell. I might be able to debuff a target with this, but who the hell gives a shit?
May this death be your last, King Nikolai.
Would that it were so, Finden. But what of my soul? It was stolen from Elrath, and will walk in emptiness.
I do not know, but I must destroy you.
I won't oppose you. Quickly now. Give me rest.
Ashan is out of harmony, when an old ally must thank me for killing him a second time. Tiru, this may be harder than even you thought.
Nice little mission. More or less half the map is still unexplored, but still could bring the mission to an end. Last core game or vanilla game campaign, the mage. Uh, Not sure about that. I think I hate the ranger more than anyone else. Mainly because every ranger hero has this stupid skill that causes you to have a favorite enemy, but it's not that well supported. And I think it's just a simple thing as allow the hero to choose their favorite enemies. Naturally, the rules that you have to fought some of those creature types before can apply, that's fine. But the fact that you always have to go to a city to adjust them is just ridiculous. No one else has to do that in order to take advantage of their skills, so I don't understand why they did it with the ranger. And you have to buy the buildings to do it. I sort of feel like it's like having a necromancer who can resurrect the dead, but you can't really do it until you build some sort of buildings to be able to do it. Other does a little bit of extra damage for a few units, not even for against a faction, but against a couple of units inside that faction, and the units are split in the tiers. So even if you take a zombie, you won't do extra damage against poison zombie. So it's so restrictive and limited that I just hate it. It's more of a shitty implementation than the idea itself, though. I so more or less like the campaign. I feel like the 2 additional heroes you went to a lot of trouble to collect didn't really do anything. And I don't think it's only my tactics of concentrating forces on a single unit. There is not enough resources and troops to equip 3 armies that are capable of taking on the enemy heroes wandering about. There's probably not enough troops to equip 2 armies. So what the fuck is the point? Again, nothing terrible, just And I do appreciate though that they, especially the last mission, you don't have to really fight other heroes or take over cities to finish it. You can focus on the actual mission, quickly use your abilities to do it, and then put an end to it. So I don't dislike the campaign itself, more or less just I don't really care for the ranger. And I'm sort of learning that I really don't care about the hero building system either, because I can't build the hero I want, basically. Or if I want to build it, I'll have to delay taking skills and developing my character the best character it can be, in the hope that I'll find some sort of a structure or get lucky uh, to get the skill I actually wanted. And that sucks. I think that fundamentally sucks. Every level up you should look forward to. You should be able to have a plan on the character you want to develop and more or less just implement it every time you get a level up. I also don't know, there's probably limitations on what skills can appear on what character. The problem is you don't see any of that beforehand, so I wish it were more like you have skill trees that are grayed out, and you more or less build the character that way. Uh, in the sense that you could plan right from looking at a ranger hero what your options are going to be. So you more or less have a plan on where you want to be at level 5, where you want to be at level 10, level 15, level 20, level 30, instead of having a roll of dice every time to are you even going to get the basic skill combinations you sort of are looking forward to.